This is another DJ Geo exclusive.
Yeah, so Mellow Man Ace, I've been up to doing all kinds of stuff. The last 23 years have been an interesting roller coaster ride, which I refuse to get off of. It's hip hop all day, every day for me. I've been blessed to make this my job. I take great pride in that. What I'm working on now that gets me really excited to wake up in the morning is the stuff that I'm doing with my son, Kazal Organism, the young 16-year-old beat magician. We got a record company interested in us, Delicious Vinyl. Just put out our second single featuring Moni Love of the Native Tongues, and the song is called The Rhythm. How did I come up with the style for the Spanish rap and the bilingual stuff? And I have to say it was Sugar Hill Records, a group called Mean Machine, had a song called The Disco Dream. And in that song in 1981, the group broke off into a small Spanish rap during the last 7 minutes of the song or whatever. And that right there is something that I picked up and ran with, and I said, okay, I'll write the first all Spanish rap song if they're just gonna use it for a verse. And I wrote a song called Mas Bingon from that. And then in 1990, my man DJ Tony G, who produced Escape from Havana, had the idea. He said, don't come back to the studio till this song is done bilingually. And I said, I don't know what you mean, that's never been done. He says, I don't care, just go do it. Because at that point, people had either rapped either in all Spanish or all English. So now it was my job to find the formula and the science to blend both languages. And so one day out in front of my mother's house, we were sitting out in front of B-Real's Pinto, B-Real of Cypress Hill. He actually came up with the Check This Out Baby part. At that point, I had to use the restroom because the 40s and the blunts was really getting to my bladder. And when I went in, I heard the neighbor kid next door tell his mom, and I say verbatim, I tell his story. He said, "Ama, ahorita vengo, I'm going to the liquor store." When I heard that, the light lit, it lit. And when I got back to the car, I knew exactly what I had to do is write one line in English, one rhyme in Spanish, one line in English, the other one in Spanish, or I could flip them. One line in Spanish, one line in English. As long as that rhyming word ended up on the second line, I'd be good. And that's what we did. So we came up with Check This Out, Baby. Tenemos tremendo lío. Last night you didn't go a la casa de tu tío. And that was the whole thing. Next thing you know, we put the record out, and everybody from here to South Africa is rapping in Spanish and bilingual, and we were able to create a genre of music based off of that song. So I'm very blessed. I feel great about that and being a part of history for hip-hop. When it came to the video Mentirosa creatively, the director Ian Fletcher, Australian guy back then, came with the idea of the courtroom idea. I came with the idea for being in the church confession booth. And I also came with the idea of the subtitles. And we felt the subtitles were very important because if whoever was watching the video didn't speak one language or the other, they can easily pick up on what was being said on the record. They played both videos, they'd completely understand the song. So what we did was a bilingual translation. I had to rewrite the song with the opening line in Spanish and then the second line in English. Originally, it's the Check This Out Baby line first. So we did two of those. We sent one to Telemundo and those TV stations like that. And then we sent the other to MTV at that time. And they serviced that. BET as well. All the background players in the video are family members. You can see Cypress Hill in that video. You can see my two sisters, Myra and Anna, in the video. DJ Julio G, very much a part of the video. Actually, the court reporter, she was actually the producer of the video, and she just happened to look good, and we used her for that part as the stenographer. All in all, we had a great time, but I feel like I'll never shoot another video in a church. Years later, I felt like I disrespected the church for doing that. They were cool with it. They just rented it out to us, so they were cool with it. But I always felt like I got punished by the universe for doing that. Either way, I would never do that again, and I learned a valuable lesson during the shoot of that video. So all in all, it's been a great ride, and we're here today in Chicago telling you about it right here with my man DJ Geo, right? So that's what it is. Peace, world.
Check this out, baby. Tenemos tremendo lío. Last night you didn't bang, no mixes there. DJ Geo.